Hi, this is Marc Morrell from Let's Voltron, the official Voltron podcast. We're here at Emerald City Comic-Con this time, and we're talking to the showrunners, the greatest showrunners of all time, Joaquim Dos Santos and Lauren Montgomery from Voltron Legendary Defender.
Hey, that is an amazing shirt.
Yeah. I'm scared and excited and all these emotions all in one.
Well, the last time we talked to you on the podcast, you said, can I get that in needlepoint? Well, here, it's the best I can do because I don't do needlepoint. But
it's a good, solid A for effort there.
Just want to let you guys know this is just the beginning. Okay?
I'm scared again.
I don't want to see that tattooed anywhere on me.
No, there will be no tattoos. Okay.
Getting pulled off, it's just there.
All right, so we're here for season 5, obviously, and since we've already seen it,
Yes.
and we've been given permission to talk about it.
Okay, great.
So this is great because this isn't coming out until next week.
Awesome.
So, and the whole season comes out tonight, and we're excited, and we've seen it.
Yeah. All right. We've
So
all
we
seen it.
can start talking about this. Okay, let's start talking about Lotor, Zarkon, Sam Holt, Keith's mom.
Wow.
Can we keep going?
Yeah.
The White Lion.
Yeah.
There's a lot in this season, and it's a lot of spoiler territory. But yeah, it'll be great to be able to just let it all out.
Yeah, this is like a good season of, I don't want to say resolutions, but a lot of coming together of storylines that we've been sitting on and writing out for a while now.
There's a big theme here, and there was one called Bloodlust. What was that? Was it Bloodlust? Well,
Bloodline?
Bloodline.
Bloodlines.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's a little different.
And then there was Blood Duel. All right, so there's a lot of family type interactions going on here. Yeah.
Yeah, there's for sure. We've got obviously the Lotor Zarkon dynamic of just. We all know how that ends. But then there's like the opposite of that with this amazing reunion of the Holts and the reuniting of that family. And then the discovery of Keith finally finding this Marmora agent that he discovers is his mother. So it's really beautiful. It's a lot of really incredible moments.
I also had that even Allura sort of taking one step closer to following in her father's footsteps.
Oh, yeah.
That's another, familial kind of extension.
Because when she gets to Orion, she wonders if her father, or what it was like for her father.
Yeah. So she gets to sort of follow in his footsteps.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, and there's a little bit of a moment between Lotor and Allura, isn't there?
Well, I think Allura is starting to realize that there's more to this guy than initially she thought. She very, very untrustworthy of him in the beginning, but he ultimately helps her in that journey to kind of follow in that the footsteps of her father. And so there's more to him, and she's really beginning to appreciate like what he is, and more than I think any other character, he can kind of understand what she's been through because he's been around for all these 10,000 years too, and he's definitely been through it and witnessed this war, and I think he wants to bring an end to it as well.
And I think, like Allura, he might not have been the biggest Zarkon fan the galaxy's ever seen as well, as you'll see. This is kind of an extension of what she went through with Keith when she realized he was half Galra and dealing with those feelings. She's obviously overcome that hurdle, but this is now sort of deepening her understanding of there being a gray area in the galaxy.
Can I say what my favorite moment of the whole season is? Amazing Grace.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? All right. They strap the repurposed robot to the front of a Roby's coffin.
Yes.
This is very indicative of Wrath of Khan. Okay? And they shoot him out.
That's right.
And there's a colorful stream behind him, and they play Amazing Grace, and it's just wonderful.
Yeah. That was as a result of our storyboard artist, Sean O'Neill, I think. Didn't he just...
Or was it Owen?
I thought it was Sean.
All right, well,
It's either Owen or Sean.
Sean O'Neill or
Both
Owen
you guys get
Sullivan.
credit right now.
Okay.
Directed by Eugene Lee.
Yes.
And
That was in the board.
They placed it in the board.
Yeah. And we ended up sort of working it into the final picture because it just worked so well, and it was beautiful, and it was an homage in so many ways.
Right.
Yeah, we weren't sure if we'd actually be able to use the music, but luckily it's like available. It's like kind of anyone can use it sort of thing.
It's open source.
Yeah, exactly. That's the word.
Right.
And so we did, and we were very excited about it.
Right. So I just have to thank you for all of season 5 because it was amazing. The whole thing with Sam Holt and everything, they find him, they trade for him, then that doesn't kind of work out, but then they do end up getting him back. He stays for a little bit, but then he goes home. What's Mom at home thinking right now? She doesn't have any of her family, but she's going to get Sam back.
Yeah, I would say Colleen's story is probably one of the saddest of the universe.
Yeah.
Like, she's basically been at home for probably over a year. She lost her husband, she lost her son, and then she lost her daughter. Yeah. It's really awful, but, hopefully there's an end in sight, and she's just going to find out that her family is alive.
Yeah. The fact that he's going home is a big indicator that happy times are ahead for her.
Right. And he's going to prepare Earth for whatever may come.
That's right. Yeah. Dropping those seeds in the soil right there, buddy. Waiting for some plants to grow.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we are very much looking forward to this panel. You're signing. You've got a live show on Sci-Fi. They're actually going to be streaming the Sci-Fi. People are going to be streaming the panel as well, right?
Wow, that sounds wonderful.
That's what we heard.
News to us, but we like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're excited about this. We can't wait to start talking about this on the podcast with all the fans and everything. Cool. Thank you so much for season 5.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a thrill to be a part of it, and so we're glad that people are finally going to get to see it, and hopefully they like it as much as we do.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us on Let's Voltron, the official Voltron podcast.
I'm Joaquim Dos Santos, and I'm the executive producer.
Yeah, you are.
I'm Montgomery, and I am the co-executive producer.
So welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Season 5. Getting ready to drop.
Finally.
How's it feel?
Good. Really, really good.
Can you tell us everything that's going to happen to every character in exact detail right now?
Yes.
No, but seriously, what's the elevator pitch for season 5? What's the big?
I think the big crux is Lotor. How does Lotor fit into the equation at this point?
Yeah.
And they trust him. Will there be an alliance? Will they work well together? It's all up there.
So it sounds like that's not going to be an easy question to answer.
No. Very, very complex situation.
Hi. Hello, my name is Megan. I'm from Spokane, Washington. My question is for Lauren and Joaquim. How long was the process from when you first thought you wanted to make a reboot to when you got your finalized version? Was there like a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into getting everything done?
Yes, tell us about how this all came about.
Yeah. And it's still an ongoing process. We, it started with us hearing that DreamWorks had acquired the property and kind of theorizing like, you know what, we really love that show and we feel like we could bring it into today and still be loyal to or true to the original, but, just bring it into the new times. And so we just started thinking about it. We did a few interviews, but we didn't get to just be like, hey, we want to do that. And they're like, here's your job. Right. Like we did have to actually like meet up people and tell them our ideas. And we were extremely lucky that we got the job.
And there was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into it. And there's a lot of iteration that happens when you're developing like a whole universe. Just sort of briefly, the original pitch that we had, Earth was post-apocalyptically taken over by the Galra from the get-go. So it evolves very differently. Stories and the development sort of takes you in different directions.
Yeah, a lot goes into it.
A ton goes into it.
You have an idea, it gets, Joaquim has a saying. He likes to say, you sculpt a little,
we sculpt a little, and at the end we got a beautiful statue. So yeah, we're hopefully in the midst of making a beautiful statue.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Farm
Thank you.
statue.